welcome to our Conscious Coaches of Palm Harbor. I'm Coach Katie Hindall at R3 Revitalize, and we have Coach Debbie Young at Soul Shed Wellness. Today, we're going to learn a little bit more about what Coach Debbie does and who she works with and all about her coaching practice. Debbie, it's really great to have you on board today. How are you today?
Thank you so much, Katie. It's such an honor and a privilege to be able to collaborate with you in this way. So thank you so much. So you were asking how I got here, as in to be a coach within my business of Soul Shed Wellness.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and how you got into your field and practice?
Sure, absolutely. So without starting from birth, I would say probably my 20s, I started having some major health crises, and the typical medical system was failing me. There were no answers. There were only more medications, and I was becoming allergic to everything. So I began to seek holistic solutions such as yoga, massage therapy, essential oils, and then eventually the emotional pieces came in when I found coaches and coaches where I was seen fully as a fully human being and a fully divine being as well, where all of my parts were welcome, and I was compelled to be able to bring that same work to the world, because I have walked through the darkness and come back out stronger, more whole, more compassionate for myself and others. And that is my gift and my mission that I want to bring to the hearts of more people in the world. So my mission is love. That's a really, really tiny synopsis of it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that. So tell us a little bit about who comes to you, what kind of problems or struggles or challenges or gaps do they have?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So I would say very often the people who tend to gravitate towards me and the work that I do, as far as coaching goes, they are very often highly sensitive people, HSPs, which I am myself, and I only discovered when I was 47 years old. And it just made my whole life make sense. Like all the pieces suddenly fit together, and there was nothing wrong with me. So highly sensitives, meaning they tend to be sensitive to things such as bright lights, loud noises, strong scents, large crowds. They also have certain, I call them powers and pitfalls. So do you want me to go into a little bit into that?
Yeah, that would be great.
So the pitfalls of the highly sensitives tend to be things such as, and we can call them coping mechanisms also. We have the O's, such as overwhelm, overprotection, over responsibility, aka workaholic. We have things such as the P's, perfectionism, people pleasing, among many others. So those are a few of the pitfalls. And the powers that so many highly sensitives have, these are their gifts that they often aren't aware are gifts, are that they are deep thinkers, deep feelers, deeply spiritual, excellent with language, empathic, and what else? So many more things, like the excellent communication skills as well. Great with details. So those are the powers and the pitfalls of the highly sensitives. And I would also say, with my newest program that I'll share in a little bit, women who are looking to build a solid and safe foundation before coming off of their psychiatric and other medications, and who long to heal autoimmune conditions in a very short period of time with lifestyle medicine and compassion. That's where I come in.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Hey, Debbie, who are the people, like, as you're kind of thinking about these people that would benefit from your service, tell us a little bit more about that process.
Yeah, so that's a great question too. As far as the process goes, one of the services that I do is called raindrop technique. That's on the massage table with essential oils. So anyone can benefit from that. I don't exclude anyone. But as far as so the process for that is you're on the massage table. I do what's called VitaFlex on your feet with 9 oils. Then you turn over. I drop the same 9 oils along your spine like raindrops. Ends with a warm compress, and it's such a great way to calm the nervous system and just really quell anxiety. It can boost the immune system, detox the body, help build new neural pathways in the brain, and can even have the ability to repair damaged DNA. So the process of the oils is the vehicle for experiencing those things. The process for my coaching, I have coaching for my highly sensitive coaching clients, and that can be once or twice a month coaching calls, plus the raindrop session that I just described, because the raindrop helps those changes that we're making in the brain, like creating new belief systems. It helps them to stick better. And it's a very, very loving, judgment-free process. And what I say is that all of you is welcome. So what I take my clients through is not about an end goal per se. It's all about the process. So for me, the power is in the process, or as my mentor used to say to me, the process is the goal. So it's not about getting to a certain destination, because I am an intuitive and emotional coach in addition to the other piece. So we go deep into those spaces, and we kind of dig a bit in a safe way at my client's own pace, to where they feel safe enough to share, and for the things to come up that need to come up, to be seen and felt, named, loved, forgiven. Like self-forgiveness is such a huge part of it, and either embraced or released, or maybe there's a little bit of both, depending on what it is. With the Vital Mind Reset program, that process is a bit more in depth. It's a 44-day protocol, but I'll stop there for now, and you let me know if and when you want me to share a little bit more about that. So how's that for now, for starters?
That's fantastic. Debbie, now you had just talked about this 45-day process and program, and before you kind of get into that nuts and bolts of that, what else would you like people to know about you, or the people that may not realize that your service is so valuable to their own well-being and their own wellness?
Yeah, thank you for asking that. So I mentioned love before, but what's underneath that, my mission, I said to bring to the hearts of as many people as I can, and because I changed the phrasing from out into the world. No, I want to bring this into their hearts, and that is love. And what that means to me is helping each beautiful human being that comes into my field, into my world, to learn to love themselves on such a deep level, to learn that we are here for a reason. God put us here for a reason, and He doesn't make mistakes. And so that's what I want people to know, is that I don't believe in mistakes. We can call it missed takes, but in my humble opinion, there's no such thing as mistakes. There is only experience. And my intention is to support them in feeling their feelings. Everybody's heard, you have to feel it to heal it, right? What came to me the other day was feel it to free it. Because so many of us have so many physical illnesses and symptoms because they're not allowing themselves to express all of those quote unquote ugly or dark feelings, things that we're not told that, oh no, you're not supposed to cry, either because you're a man or because, be strong. And it's just like a disastrous recipe for us to live in a place and from a place of guilt and shame and bad and wrongness. So that's why I say all of you is welcome. The process can be messy. If you're serious about transformation, the process is very likely going to be messy. And the magic is in the mess. And there's no shame, no blame, no right, no wrong in everything that I do. So it is a space for people, I don't like to use the word to come undone, but to unnumb, to peel away the layers and safety of protection that we create to keep ourselves from getting hurt again, because we've been hurt so many times. So that's what I want people to know, that I see you. I have been to hell and back many times, and it's been there in those dark spaces where I have found the most beautiful, sparkling gifts to bring back and embrace and embody them. Like my vulnerability, to me, used to be a weakness. Then people started telling me that it was a gift, and I did not believe them. So that's what I hold people's hands to walk into the darkness and let them know that it's safe and that they can be fully human while still connected to their version of God, source, spirit, the universe. And we will walk through to the other side. There's just so much magic when we are free to be our full human selves. And the divine is just a beautiful partner with that to continue guiding us to the light, to the sun, every single day, every moment.
Debbie, that's super powerful. Like, that's why we call this conscious coaches in collaboration, or a form of that. Regardless, it's just, you just hit the hammer on the nail, that hammer on the nail. You said it so powerfully and so beautifully. So thank you. Thank you. That's, oh, well. So now that we just kind of expressed that, tell us a little bit about that 45-day program that you are working with with highly sensitives. And
Sure, yeah, I'm happy to. And I'm so passionate about this because it just does so many things. Like, it just works. So, and it's 44. That's okay though. That's all right.
Not number strength.
That's all right, because
strength of numbers.
Exactly, right? Yes, because somebody might want to do the program if it's 45, but 44. I'm just So I came across this program of Dr. Kelly Brogan's. She is a holistic psychiatrist and a 2-time New York Times best-selling author of, this one came first, A Mind of Your Own, Notice the Exploding Pill on the Cover, and Own Yourself. This is her more recent one. This one was from when she was a bit more of an angry activist, self-proclaimed angry activist. And then this is more of, you know what, I can change lives without having to be angry. I can help them build something different and new. So she does outline her protocol in there. And I did see, it was on Instagram, an ad for her, for people who wanted to become certified as a vital mind reset coach. And every bone in my body said, yes, I want to do this, because the program is pretty much a combination of everything that I ever wanted to put in a program, but didn't quite know how to pull all the pieces together myself. So it is and it's everything that I've used to heal myself over the years. I healed so many things I was told were impossible to heal. Hashimoto's is one of them. Healed it on my own years ago. And then when I went through VMR myself, Vital Mind Reset, with Kelly and her team last year, and I already ate healthy, organic, 5 ingredients or fewer, all my meat, grass-fed, grass-finished. And yet when I did this program, like, I had excuse me, quite a powerful detox. And it changed my life, changed who I am. It brought out this courage in me to start sharing the message. And so it's on a surface level, it is 44 days of diet, detox, meditation, 3 minutes a day. Everybody has 3 minutes a day. So diet, detox, meditation, and self-inquiry. And it comes with, you receive Dr. Brogan's online portal where she has videos, and she will speak to you every single day of the 44 days. She leads you through the meditation. She speaks to you about a different aspect of health and mindset, as in kind of beginning to take back our power from the medical model, the medical madness, medical merry-go-round, I call it, and to really begin to embody the understanding that we actually have the ability to heal ourselves. So to source our power within. So her portion is the online program, and there's so much. It's not just information, but it's transformational. It has the recipes, the shopping lists for the food protocol, and the detox protocols as well. And where I come in is I offer that safe, sacred coaching container. So there are 7 calls, so 1 call a week for the 44 days, where we come together as a little community and we share our challenges and what has a charge. Because as we're unnumbing, peeling away the toxic foods and chemicals that we put in and on our bodies, our heart, our brain begins to come back online. And so the things that have been like begging for our attention begin to rise to the surface. So I create a really beautiful, just accepting container where everything is welcome. The dark, the mess, I encourage them to bring the mess. And when one beautiful human being shares what they're going through, gives permission to the other one to share their struggles too. And I just remind them to allow it, sit with it, feel it, and just keep going, like one breath, one day at a time. And my biggest message to them, to my clients in this program, is there's nothing wrong with you. You are not bad, wrong, broken, or alone by any means. And the outcomes, there's actually a clinical trial, research-backed outcomes of this 44-day program, because her clients were experiencing such major shifts. So people have healed thousands. Since the clinical trial, thousands of men and women have experienced things that they were told impossible, resolving, like more basic things like overwhelm, like anxiety, insomnia, lupus, IBS, Hashimoto's, but even more critical things such as bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, psychosis, suicidality, those types of things. And it kind of flies in the face of the medical model, because there's no medication, there are no supplements. Although, asterisk, those who are on psychiatric medications or others, they don't taper during the program. So this program builds that solid foundation and sends the body a signal of safety, so that if they really desire to do that after the 44 days, their body is in a much better space to handle all of the scary side effects of tapering from those medications, like the brain zaps and akathisia. So it's much more doable after having followed this protocol. Yeah, that's a mouthful. I hope that explains it well enough.
Yeah, it's just the power of the mind. It is so dynamic, and we don't really get the grasp of it until we can experience it for ourselves. So that was phenomenal. Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you.
As we wrap up today, as you're just thinking about one thing that God, source, energy, whatever is telling you to say out loud, what would that be?
Oh my gosh, it's just, you are loved beyond measure, beyond anything. It gives me goosebumps to say it, and it just makes me a little verklempt. You are loved beyond measure, beyond anything that you could ever imagine. And I'm still in the process of learning that, and wherever you are in your process, that is the truth.
Thank you so much, Debbie. This was powerful. And tell our audience how people can get a hold of you. Where do they find you? Tell them how to get in contact with you.
Sure. So my website is soulshedwellness.com. So you can probably see Soul Shed Wellness under my name there. So you can go to my website. My contact info is there. You can email me at hello@soulshedwellness.com. If you want to call or message me, my phone number is there on the website. And you could always message me on Facebook. On Facebook, I do have a Soul Shed Wellness page that I'm not on often. My regular page, that's where I post most often, is just Debbie Young, and you'll just look for my picture. Side profile. Like that. And I am on Instagram as just Soul Shed Wellness. I think I covered all the bases.
All right, Debbie, thank you so much for your time today. It has just been a phenomenal experience to hear more about what you do, how you serve, and how you're in the process of shifting the experience in the world. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Katie. An honor
Yeah.
to share this space with you and
Thank you.
watching.